Hi, Lori here to talk a little bit about the difference between simple interest and compound interest because, as we've just learned, compound interest is the magic behind time value of money. So let's take a look at simple interest. What simple interest means is that your interest rate is calculated just on the principal that you've set aside, and that's it. And banks in the past, many years ago, used to calculate simple interest. So whatever you put in the bank, they would calculate an interest rate based on just the amount you originally put in, and that's what they would pay you. However, times have changed. So let's talk about the simple interest example first. In this case, we've got $1,000 that we put in the bank. We get $60 of interest, which is 0.06, 6% times 1,000 equals $60. And then in year two, still $1,000. That's the amount used for calculating interest when we talk simple interest. And again, we get $60. If we do this for 24 years, as you can see down here, we're in year 24, we've got a total of $1,440 in interest. To recap, we've got $1,000 that we put away in principal initially that we get back at the end of year 24, and at the end of year 24 the bank or whomever we gave the $1,000 to will give us 1,440 in interest, and at the end of 24 years we get the total of those two numbers, which is $2,440. So that's how simple interest works. Now I'm going to reveal the how compound interest works. Well, compound interest is different because you get not only the 6% on the $1,000, but you also get to add in the interest from prior years when you're calculating your interest rate. So the amount in column E is the amount used for calculating the interest due. And you notice how this is changing. It's going up each year because we're adding in the interest from the prior years. So let's go through an example. In year one, no difference versus simple interest. 6% times 1,000 is $60. However, in year two, we do have a difference because $1,060 is the amount we use for calculating our interest. We multiply that by 0.06 and we come up with $63.60. We add those two numbers together for year three and we're going to get 6% on $1,123.60, which gives us a payment of $67.42. And as you can see, as we move down, the interest payments get bigger and bigger because they're being calculated on a larger number. And that larger number includes not only the principal of $1,000 that we originally put away, but also all the interest earned through that date. Now, if we do the sum of that entire column, we get a total of $3,048.93 in interest. To recap that situation, we don't need that recap there. We're going to get $1,000 in principal back. We're going to get $3,048.93 in interest for a total at the end of 24 years being returned to us of $4,048.93. Why is that so different than this 2,440? Well, the answer is right here in the interest row. Under compound interest, we got paid $3,048.93 in interest compared to only $1,440 under simple interest. That difference of $1,608.94 exactly equals the difference between the principal and interest under paid or returned to us under the simple interest scenario of 2440 and the $4,048.93 that we'll have returned to us under the compound interest scenario. So that's more about simple interest and compound interest, and it helps to explain the magic of compound interest, which of course is what underlies the time value of money.